Hey guys, so I wanted to share a little bit about what I've been working on lately. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but I have been working on my breathing. My goal is to astral project purposefully. So when I meditate periodically, I will have an out-of-body experience, or I will astral project, and sometimes I don't really know where I'm going. I don't know why. I know that it's divinely guided because of the things that I'm experiencing, but I want to be able to also, when I sleep too, I do a lot of astral travel, and I'm typically working, like I'm aware that I'm, sleeping and working. But the idea is that I want to be able to do it on demand, and I want to really be mindful about where I'm going. I want to set an intention and I want to go to that place. And so I've been working on this. Breathing technique that raises your vibration and also helps you tune in and connect you to your torus, which is the circular field around your body. So there's so much to this. I'm still learning it too. So the way that it works, like there's a toroidal field around the planet, there's also one around us. And it goes up in an arch around your body. So like from the right and left hemispheres, it goes up and out of your skull, down around your body, up through your feet. And so on the right side, it goes clockwise, and on the left side, it goes counterclockwise. And in the middle, there is this, so if you think about your brain hemispheres that are like this, these two energy, if this is your toroidal field, these two energy circles interlap or overlap, in the center, and that is where your pineal gland or your third eye sits. And that energy, where they crisscross in that little, it's called a vesica Pisces. It's part of sacred geometry, and in that space is where your pineal gland, where your third eye is connected to the back of your head. There's energy centers that come out the front and out the back, and then some that go up and then go out like this, and some that go that way. And you can set an intention to like elongate those and activate those. But with meditation, you can brighten and increase your torus. And there's a breathing technique. So I'm gonna be like, the more I learn and the more that I actually put it into practice and feel it in my body, the more I'll share with you guys. But for right now, the other day I had this like super dope experience where I went into meditation, and when I meditate, I visualize my crown chakra opening and light coming in from source energy down into every chakra. And when I very first started, I couldn't really visualize all of it all the way. Like some of the chakras were sort of dark, but over time I've done a lot of clearing. I've done a lot of activations in those chakras. I've activated them, and I work on it. So now I can bring the light all the way down. And so what I do typically is I'll bring the light all the way down through my chakra line and out through my feet and anchor it into the center of the planet. And then I bring energy up from the planet and send that back up to source, so that I'm like, that also creates a torus field, but so that I'm anchored both on the physical plane and in the celestial plane. So for this particular meditation, I went in and I was able to bring the light from source all the way down into my solar plexus, and then I had to push it down into my first and second chakra, and that's where your Kundalini energy sort of lies. It's like at the base of your spine, and your Kundalini energy is it's like synovial fluid, it's spinal fluid, it's like there's physical energy that lives there, but there's also celestial energy that lives there. And when you activate that, it increases your ability to to astral travel. It increases your sensitivities, your intuition. There's a lot of stuff that comes with it, but it takes a lot of work to get that activated. So in this particular meditation, I was able to go in and I saw my first chakra, like there was a bunch of gunk in there, like dark black gunk. And so I called Archangel Michael in, who I work with during my QHHT sessions, to pull that energy out. So like we had to use a giant like magnet to pull that debris out. And then I went like this inside of my body and I spun my chakra. So now it's got this like the brightest white light I've ever seen in my chakra, and I could see it. And then I went up to my second chakra, did the same thing. So we pulled the energy out, I flipped it. So now those two chakras are vibrating in tandem with one another. Went up, did the same thing all the way up until I got to my third eye, and I went into my pineal gland, and I could see that there was still a little bit of some like plaque or, you know, whatever, just like gunk from debris, basically. Pulled all of that out. And I shot light out of my third eye. This is all happening in my meditation. So then after that happened, after I activated my pineal gland, I was trying to push the energy up, and then I actually watched it. I wanted it to go through my crown. I actually watched it, and I was like, it started making this arch on its own. Like I wasn't intentionally pushing the energy in any direction. I just was like, where is it going? And I watched it go up, and it created this arch, which is what your toroidal field looks like. And so I watched it and I was like, oh my God, it's activated. It's like, this was all really cool. Like I set an intention that that's what I wanted to do. And I've been working on these breathing exercises and working on opening my chakras and getting everything aligned. And finally, and then I was like looking at my body, and I could see the light going like this, which was super awesome. So today I went into meditation, and I'm trying to like continue to expand that part of my meditation. I was really, really, really close to coming out of my body today, but I was sitting in this chair and I could feel my like head apparently was doing this, and my neck got really tired. So it was keeping me like sort of connected to this, to the physical realm, instead of like, you know, at some point you become disconnected from your physical body and you don't feel your limbs or anything anymore. Like when you're getting ready to astral travel, you don't feel any of that. So you're not really aware of like what position your body's in when you're out sort of like in the astral realm or in really deep meditation. But I kept feeling like my neck could get really tired, and it kept like bringing me back and anchoring me back in, which was fine. But I just wanted to share that because I'm really excited about where this is going. I've done so much work on chakra systems and, you know, color therapy and things like that. And I really want to bring some of that into my business to help people to like activate people's chakras. And, you know, we store a lot of energy in there and a lot of trauma from things that have happened to us in this life and from past lives. And it's really not necessary. It really kind of drags us down. But we spend so much time outside of our bodies, sort of in this world being distracted, that we're not tuned into our bodies. So I want to help people sort of reconnect with who they are and bring all of that back into stasis, and then claim what's theirs. It's like there's all these gifts and all these things that are waiting for us to just claim it. And in order to claim it, it's like, you know, when you say, I want to be more sensitive, or I want to have more empathy, or, you know, I want to be more clairvoyant, or more, you know, I want to understand people a little bit more. Your guides are like, okay, well, it's over there, but you kind of have to clear a path to get there. And so what this work does is it helps you sort of clear that path. So at the beginning, you'll be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, which is looking at all your trauma, and sort of like, you only have to do it once. You know, you have to like look at your trauma, deal with it, do your forgiveness work on yourself and others. And then once that's done, you can start to actually do more of the energetic work on these bits. So anyway, the more I learn and the more I experience, I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions, or if you want to share your experience with me. I cannot wait to hear what other people have been doing. But it seems to me like it's becoming easier and easier for us to access these things that are our multidimensional selves, you know. So like the veil is very thin, that keeps us from embodying that part of us on a regular basis, but that veil is thinning as our vibration rises, and you know, we can help ourselves along. We can access that even quicker by doing our work on the physical plane. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.